going either way. Mississippi State's really good. They did a lot of really good things offensively. Really hurt us in transition offense after our makes, especially. Really unfortunate, can't get those possessions back. We did enough offensively. Our defense let us down tonight. Great opportunity, but not enough urgency in transition defense. Our ball screen coverage was just okay. Our loading to the ball wasn't good enough. Our communication on a couple screens really cost us. Hubbard was phenomenal, especially in transition in space. He's really fast and just puts a lot of pressure on you in a lot of different ways. But they're a good team, and we had some chances, of course. But hats off to those guys. We're back to work tomorrow.
Obviously tough for Silas, what happened there at the very end. As his coach, kind of what was your, not response, but what did you kind of tell him after the game as far as, kind of what happened?
I thought it was one of his best games. It could have been his best game as a Georgia Bulldog. Unfortunately, we came up short, but he had a late turnover against an elite defense. He had one turnover. He had a heck of a game. So he continues to get better. There were 100 plays that we could have made that were a lot easier to control than trying to score on one of the stingiest defenses down late in that game. And we'll address those things tomorrow. We'll get back to work.
On that possession, what's sort of the thinking as far as letting him go as opposed to calling a timeout on that possession?
Sure, he's one of the better downhill guards. He's made a lot of plays. He's getting downhill in space and not allowing Mississippi State to set their defense. And you had one if you don't feel. If he gets stuck playing off the 2 feet in a crowd there, you could have taken one. But I've always leaned that way, and certainly have since we've been here. And when you've got a guard like that with the ball in his hands in space, his ability to draw fouls and playing a heck of a game, just a tough one. It happens. It's part of the game. But again, we've got to really buy into consistently. We do it at times, and everybody struggles with it. It's easy to say after you lose a tough game. The things that are easier or easiest to control, when you shoot it and it goes in, and your student body's going crazy, can we have 5 guys turn around and sprint and set our defense? We just did a poor job of that tonight. If we did an average job of that, we would have won a game.
Do you feel like that was a piece of, it seemed like in that second half, you guys would make those runs to be within 2 to tie the game, and then Mississippi State seemed like every single time countered it and was able to kind of quell it?
Yep, and they execute well in the half court as well. And they run good stuff like everybody in our league, and played well together and passed it. They did all those things, but the freebies in transition certainly help our road team in this league find a way to steal one. And Hubbard got a few of those.
Sorry, what's Tyron Lawrence dealing with, and do you expect he's going to miss games?
I don't know. I don't know either. Other than it's leg. That's all I know. Yeah. He's bummed in the locker room, 5th-year senior, and wasn't able to help his teammates. But as far as a time frame and the severity, I have no idea right now.
How much did that change just sort of the rotation, not having him available?
You like a guy like that, of course. He made winning plays and experience. And at times, he's our best defensive guard. At times, Silas is. And he's a good player, but I'm not. Mississippi State beat us. They beat us with who they had. And we had enough. We just didn't get it done. And we hope Tyron can get healthy. Where he's able to play again here pretty soon. We'll see.
I was thinking it was going to be a challenge in the paint going into this game.
Yep.
Were you kind of, I don't know, how much were you surprised that they were able to have that much success, go that many points down low against you guys tonight?
Some of his layups.
Yeah.
That said, though, they're a team that, since Chris has been there, has had physicality offensively and defensively in the paint, had success. Those guys are big and strong. I thought Nwogo played well. Big, strong guy. Cam Matthews is one of the most underrated guys in the country, in my opinion, offensively, defensively. thought RJ played well. He made a couple big plays. Claudel hit a couple timely shots. Kugel hit another couple timely shots. But they're a good team. They're a team that's got a chance to make a run in the tournament.
Dakota seemed like he got off to a good start. Do you like what you're
Yeah.
seeing as far as what he's done since he's gotten in that starting lineup?
Yeah, I thought he was off to a really good start, and we probably could have helped him a little bit more in the second half. Get cleaner looks, get going, get looks. Period. But those guys, Mississippi State again, one of the better defensive programs in the country the last 2.5 years, I believe, right? Since Chris has been there, and they, every defense adjusts throughout the game, and I thought that they did some things that slowed him down a little bit. We did other things that slowed other guys down a little bit too. But offensively, if you told me that we shoot 46 and 38 from three and only have 11 turnovers, I wouldn't have only had taken that. I would have bought it. I would have begged for it and taken those numbers. Defensively, again, just it wasn't our best night.
When we talked to Silas and Asa, you could tell obviously that they were taking it tough, taking it hard the way that ended. What was your messages to the team after losing one like that?
A lot of the same stuff I just said, honestly. Just some of the defensive breakdowns we just immediately talked about. We can't have a half-hour film session on this one tomorrow because it's on to the next one without a day off. We play Tuesday and travel Monday. To just try to be as efficient, as concise as possible. Our guys are great with taking messages, and they understand, some of those things that we could have done a little bit better. They're down though, obviously at the same time. It was a great opportunity. But these guys, we got a group that they'll have the right approach. They'll show up tomorrow ready to work and continue to grow. Be good.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.